The San Diego Padres have made another splash into free agency by signing the former KBO star of the Kiwoom Heroes Ha-Seong Kim. And this is a guy that's a third baseman, shortstop that hits home runs. He hit 30 home runs last year and drove in 109 RBIs for the Heroes. And this is a guy that, if you need depth, he's there. If you need him to start other positions, he can probably transition to a different position at the age of 24. So this is a lot of growth, a lot of potential here from Seong Kim to go from KBO to the major leagues. We've seen this happen with other players, such as a fan favorite in Tampa Bay of Ji-Man Choi. So we're going to see more and more of these KBO stars come over and see them transition over to Major League Baseball. Seong Kim is going to be in a crowded side. Was this a smart move or a move to get talent? And this is a move to get talent and also a smart move. You got Manny Machado and Fernando Tatis playing third baseman and shortstop. Ha-Seong Kim is going to be of course, a third baseman or shortstop, but if they end up adding and keeping the DH spot in the Major League Baseball for the National League, this might be a good thing for Fernando Tatis. Hey, you can't have a rest off. We know both you guys, Tatis and Manny Machado, are both Gold Glove caliber players. So even adding him out in the field, maybe he's a DH. Maybe you can put him at second base, transition him to second base because maybe Jake Cronenworth may not be the guy at second base for San Diego, or maybe he's being packaged another deal altogether separately. There's a lot of things and a lot of potential that the San Diego Padres have with Ha-Seong Kim, and I'm actually very excited to see him go to the West Coast. That's probably one of the kind of draw standing points for him to sign as a West Coast team, which is closer from, say, South Korea to the United States. It's the San Diego area, so it's a little further south on the border. It's kind of like with Hyunjin Ryu, another guy from, I believe it was the Heroes. He played for them. He's signed with the Dodgers. Now you know he's in Toronto right now. So you got to think there's a lot of interest on KBO players, former KBO stars, to go on the West Coast side for the United States to play on a baseball team, and that's probably drew his interest. But this guy, he can hit, he can rake, he's a consistent hitter. I believe what was his batting average? He hit at .306. He's a career .294 hitter. That's since the age of 18. Back in 2014 is when he made his debut. This is a kid. This is a young stud. He's 24 years old. That's my age right now. That's ridiculous. And he's going to be playing for the San Diego Padres, which is awesome. But other San Diego Padres news as well. I wouldn't say it's news. It's more of a rumors-wise. But earlier today, I was scrolling through Twitter, and it said they had some deep talks, maybe getting Yu Darvish onto the Padres as well, and which is very interesting because they've also discussed with Wilson Contreras and Victor Caratini, both catchers. What I think is actually interesting about them talking about the catchers, of course, is because they traded for Austin Nola back last season towards the end of the trade deadline because they was having him be their catcher. They have Austin Hedges. They just got traded Francisco Mejia to Tampa Bay for the Blake Snell deal. So it's interesting as they're going to try to talk with some other catchers. As their backup catcher right now is Luis Cappuccino. And Austin Nola, he can play first base, he can play second base, he can play third base. This is a guy, and shortstop. Austin Nola is a utility catcher that can play anywhere on the field. Heck, if you want to put him out there in right field, he can play that as well, as he's on their depth chart right now as their fifth option. It's ridiculous how much talent that they have right now. But if they were to try to get a guy like Yu Darvish, should they? I don't think they should do. Yu Darvish is getting up there in age. Yeah, last season it was his kind of a redemption type season for the Cubs. But this is a guy that we've seen not flourish. He's a guy that if he gets hurt, he's going to take his time getting back on the field because A, he wants to be back sure he's 100% healthy out there, and B, I think the money has gotten to him. I'm not just trying to bash him for anything, but I think the money has gotten to Yu Darvish and wanting to just make as much money as he can while he plays the game that he loves. I think but if you are the Padres, I would not trade for Yu Darvish. I would trade for Wilson Contreras. I would trade for Victor Caratini. It wouldn't actually. Caratini might be the best option, and if you want to package Caratini, Yu Darvish for maybe a few more prospects from the Padres, because the Padres right now, if they're going to go all in, they need as much help as they can get, and by signing Ha-Seong Kim from the KBO, you're gonna have to think they're not done. If the shocker of the other day of getting Blake Snell, now with Ha-Seong Kim, I can see later on in the day or later on this week they're going to make a move to get either Yu Darvish, maybe sign Trevor Bauer, or if it's just maybe agreeing to terms on trying to make a trade for Wilson Contreras or Victor Caratini from the Cubs as well. It just looks like that they're trying to add as much possible. And it's a scary sight because the San Diego Padres are going to try to make that next step and contend, and also, they want to beat the Los Angeles Dodgers as they finally won the World Series. So this is a good move, the right step in direction for the Padres. But thanks for watching this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below with what you think the Padres are going to be doing. When I bring out a lot more baseball as things start to heat back up, I'm going to just, review everything that happens. And if you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. But if you also share it to a friend, why not? I enjoy talking about baseball. It's my #1 thing. So everybody have a good one. Like the video.